G'day guys, we're down at Shannon's with Tom and the HQ Holden Cruise Club. Today, something very special. I don't know the actual story, but I believe one of their friends' cars was stolen and it was recovered, and the guys have rebuilt it, but he doesn't know. So we're going to go speak to Tom and he's going to explain to it a lot better than I can.
Yeah. 18 months, I think it was 18 months or 2 years ago. Good friend of a friend's car was stolen. We shared the car all over Facebook and it was recovered. The guys that stole the car burnt the car out. So pretty sad. And the gentleman that owns the car, Ross, he's in his 80s now. So he purchased this car brand new, factory V8, manual, GTS dash. It's a wagon, so a pretty special car. So a lot of guys got together. Obviously Shannon's. We're supplying some cars here today to do the unveiling. Who else is involved? There's a lot of Danny Engines rebuilt the engines for him. TrueFits gave the carpet. PPG I think supplied all the paint. So a lot of local guys basically jumped in and supplied him with the bits and pieces he needs to build the car. So today we're having a bit of a car show here. Ross is coming down at I think 9:30. He thinks he's going to do an interview about the car. He knows the car's being rebuilt, but he's not sure to what extent, and he's not aware that there's an unveiling here today. He thinks he's coming for an interview at a car show.
Beautiful, mate.
Should be cool.
Yeah, very cool. Well, there you go. We're going to film the rest of the day and then we'll put it together for you. Enjoy. Look at this. Oswald getting a polish. Trav from Fearless Photography getting into it. Have a look at this. Because I let him drive me around, he gets me to clean the car as well. Life's tough. you, buddy.
This is just so well written. Ross is here, and of course his son Alf has spent tireless hours doing this, and Ross is standing there thinking, what's this all about? So this is going to be a bit of fun. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Good morning, I've said that. Welcome. It's a special and heartwarming occasion. Today we're not just celebrating a car, we're celebrating a lifetime of memories, passion and incredible community spirit that brought this dream back to life. The story begins with a man who has spent his entire life behind the wheel of a Holden car. Ross, 86 years young he is, and looks fantastic. He's proud and a lifelong Holden enthusiast. His pride and joy was a 1979 Leyland P76. No, that's different. Sorry, that's a different script. Sorry, Ross. His pride and joy was a 1979 Holden HZ Kingswood, a rare specially optioned order from GM. He waited 6 long months for it to arrive, a 5-litre 308, 4 on the floor, manual gearbox, GTS dashboard. It was the real deal. For more than 4 decades, the car was part of Ross's life story. Entirely original, lovingly cared for, and showed only the patina of time. It stood as a rolling time capsule of Australian automotive history. Ross maintained and serviced the Kingswood himself. Every oil change, tune-up and polish done with the same care and precision, he says, turning the page. I told you this was good. You'd expect from someone who truly loved his car. It was always spotless and always ready to go. The Kingswood carried the family on countless road trips and holidays, from beach getaways to country drives, packed with Louisa, Alf, luggage and laughter. It wasn't just transport, it was part of the family, a faithful companion through the years and milestone of their lives. In September 2023, tragedy struck. Ross's beloved Kingswood was stolen and just 5 days later found in Menzies Creek, burnt out and destroyed. It was heartbreaking, not only for Ross, but the entire family, as you can imagine. The car wasn't just metal and paint, it was part of his life, his memories and his identity. To make matters worse, it was significantly underinsured. But the story doesn't end in loss. It takes a remarkable turn. I couldn't believe reading this. This is wonderful. A few weeks later, Ross's son Alf, who was over here with the very trendy fawn jacket on. Very trendy, Ross. A few weeks later, Ross's son all received an unexpected message from Michael Bowl, whose late father had also owned an Atlantic blue 8Z wagon. When Michael heard Ross's story, he knew exactly what to do. It was time for his father's car to go to a new home and to help restore another man's treasured memories. The connection set the wheels in motion. With the help of Phil and Dan from Aussie Garage TV and Michael John from M&G Motors, Alf, his wife Roseanne and nephew Lawrence began reaching out to the automotive industry to rebuild Ross's Kingswood piece by piece. Okay. Sorry about this. It's not my PA. Okay, settle. All right, and what happened next was nothing short of extraordinary. Industry legends stepped forward. Andrew at PPG Paints, Lou and his team at Dandy Engines, Michael, John and Chris at M&G Motors, the entire team at Rare Spares, Rob at Splat Engineering, the team at Pakenham Radiators, Vince at American Graffiti Restorations, Mick at Hard Chrome, Tony at Auto Glass Warehouse, and Elise and Eve at Jack's Tyres, Lisa and True Fit Carpets, Elaine at Seatbelt King, Brian at Holden, and Phil at Classic Windscreens. Among others, all offered their parts, materials, labour and expertise. It wasn't a restoration, it was a labour of love. The entire car has been brought back to life, just as it rolled off the showroom floor at Nielsen Holden in 1979. Could have bought it, at least could have bought it from Southern Motors, Ross. You could have given us a bit of a break. But anyway, I'll forgive you this time. Before we get to the big moment, let's take a moment to thank Shannon's for hosting today's event, Tom and all the Holden enthusiasts displaying their incredible cars, and La Cabra and Doritos for keeping us all well fed and refreshed. And now, this is it, the moment we've all been waiting for. Ross, this is for you. Your 8 cent Kingswood has come home. The car represents more than a rebuild. It's a testament to your passion, your family's love, and the generosity of Australia's automotive community. So without further ado, let's unveil your beautifully restored Holden 8 cent Kingswood and welcome back a piece of Australian motoring history. If you'd like to look to the back, this is it. The boys are going to remove the screen and we'll get to see this magnificent car. Congratulations, Ross. Your Kingswood is home again.
Congratulations, all guys.
You want to see the engine? Let's have a look at the engine.
You gonna let you drive? Now you do a burnout and shadow fall.
Have a look at that, huh?
It's the blower.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you so much to Channel 10 and everybody else. All the people involved. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, the man who has spent tireless hours all over the place doing
Our family is genuinely humbled by the outpouring and generosity and dedication from everyone involved in this project. It is a reminder of the power of community and the incredible people who care enough to turn something broken into something beautiful. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who has been part of this journey. I know that COXY has mentioned all of the sponsors, and I thank you all again. But there are a couple of people that need an extra special mention. Firstly, to Michael, John and Steph for inspiring us to take on this project. Steph for her connection at Rare Spares, and MJ for all his advice and help. Without MJ and mechanic Chris from Energy Motors, this build would never happen. From stripping down both cars and the attention to detail in getting the driveline together and getting the car running again. Thank you for all the late nights in the workshop. You guys are amazing. To Lou from Dandy Engines. Lou has known my dad for over 40 years, and ironically, he built that engine 20 years ago. Now the motor is like a piece of jewellery. Almost too good to drive, but being a Dandy engine, I know it was built to be driven, and it will be. A special thanks to my nephew Lawrence and my friend Johnny T. A big thank you to Michael Bowl and his family for sharing this journey with us. Wherever you are, Michael, thank you. A big thank you to all the people who have contributed to the GoFundMe page. It means a lot. COXY for being MC today. Legend. To the Holden community. What a beautiful display of Holden history we have in this showroom today. A round of applause for the Holden guys. It is pouring down with rain this morning, and all these guys were here at 7 o'clock this morning, shamming down their cars. I just can't thank you enough. Thank you, I really, really appreciate it. Tom, where are you? Mate, legend for organising it all. Thank you so much. To the boys at Aussie Garage TV, thank you for contributing support. Thank you for your continued support. To my mum, who's always been a constant pillar for my dad, and a companion in life, and a passenger in Dad's love of Holden's. To my wife Roseanne, my son Curtis, Marcellus, and my daughter Carla, thank you for putting up with my stubbornness throughout this project. The daily tinkering, pushing the car in and out of the garage, the endless pieces of parts around the house, my frequent disappearances for weekends spent working on the car. But most of all, thank you for believing in me, even when at times I wasn't sure myself. As mentioned, this isn't just a story about a car. It's a story about people. It's about the kindness of strangers, the generosity of friends, and the support of family, and how all this can unite us in times of need. Ross, like so many of his generation, is tough and resilient to his core. Despite all of his health challenges, he rarely complains. He just gets on with it, and in many ways, this car is a reflection of him. The fire may have damaged the Kingswood's body, but it didn't break its soul. If you look closely, you'll see that one of the compliance plates is scorched, but it survived. This car is a survivor like its owner. A few weeks before all of this started, Dad had a dream that the car was stolen. Like most kids, I brushed it off. I didn't take action, and I didn't move the car from the farm shed. In many ways, I feel responsible and guilty for not doing enough at the time. Dad, although your dream turned into a nightmare, with the help of everyone here today, we were able to turn that bad dream into a beautiful reality. I got the Kingswood back for you. Congratulations.